We start with some breaking news. Crooked contractors busted. An 8 on Your Side investigation helped bring them down. Authorities rounded up 8 suspects tied to Tampa-based NBRC Construction. They're accused of ripping people off for years. There are victims in 6 counties across the Bay Area, but that's not all. The 2 main suspects, they're accused of fraud in 10 other states. But tonight, these guys are all behind bars all the way up in Milford, Connecticut. And investigative reporter Mark Douglas is also live in Connecticut tonight. Mark, tell us about what went down there.
Well, good evening to you, Gail. Florida state insurance fraud agents flew all the way here to Milford, Connecticut to arrest 2 of the ringleaders of NBRC. And in both cases, they got their man. Meanwhile, Milford police are acting like they just discovered 2 of America's most wanted running a business right under their noses. A caravan of Milford police cars arrived back at their headquarters with NBRC founder Carlton Dunko in custody. They arrested his partner, Martin Perber, earlier in the day, even before Florida fraud agents hit the ground. Meanwhile, back in Florida, state agents arrested Dunko's wife, Stacy, at her luxury rental home in South Tampa.
Stacy, what do you have to say about what happened to NBRC customers?
Former NBRC customers first asked 8 on Your Side to investigate the company more than a year ago. They told us NBRC talked them into filing insurance claims for storm-damaged roofs, but took control of the insurance checks and either failed to pay contractors or failed to install new roofs. Either way, it was a raw deal for homeowners.
I want to see them in jail. I want my money back.
We're just waiting for the day when justice is served.
I just think that they should be caught and prosecuted, and they should serve their time and have to pay everyone back that they did it to.
Including your $5,000.
Exactly.
Back in the Tampa Bay area, state agents are trying to round up a total of 6 suspects charged in connection with NBRC's alleged fraud scheme. Most are in custody, and a few remain at large, but promise to turn themselves in. Now, the Florida fraud detectives who came here to bust Dunko and Perber say that the offices they saw here and the operation is a carbon copy of NBRC in Florida. And they say that the employees working out of these offices were shocked to find out that the bosses they knew as Carl Davis and Marty Smith had entirely different names. That's the way things are shaping up here, both men in custody and trying to post bond. Gail?
Wow. So, Mark, now what happens after all of this?
Well, they have a court appearance tomorrow, assuming they don't get out of jail tonight, and that has Florida detectives a little bit worried. They'll eventually be extradited back to Florida, where there is no bond until they can prove that the money they have is not from any criminal enterprise. That could be tough for them.
Well, you've been following this trail for a while now, all the way to Connecticut, and I'm sure you're going to have much more on this as it continues to unfold for us. So thank you, Mark. And you can keep up with all our breaking news by installing the News Channel 8 Breaking News app on your mobile device.